Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So I'm back. Hi, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm fantastic. You're fantastic too. Well, that's great to hear. With that said though, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today with Sonic the Hedgehog Rap Cypher by Cam Steady. Ooh! So, Cam Steady has done quite a lot of rap ciphers. He's done quite a lot of ciphers in general. Now this one is probably the one that I'm least familiar with out of all the ciphers that he's done. Quite frankly, as a kid, I didn't really get to play Sonic that much. I had Sonic the Werewolf game. I had the Sonic, there was another one for the Wii that I had, but that's about it. Like the classic Sonic games, I didn't really play. I am familiar with the characters. There was like one Sonic like beat 'em up game. I want to say for like the GameCube or for like the PlayStation 2 or like Xbox, the original Xbox, that I played, and I played Shadow in that game, so that's kind of how I got familiar with some of the characters, but I'm not that familiar with the characters in general from Sonic. So I will be missing references here. I do know a little bit of Sonic lore just because I've been on the internet, but like I'm not someone that is well versed with the Sonic lore by itself. So as I said, I will be missing a few things, but I saw this one and I put it in my watch later list because I thought, ooh, this sounds interesting. This sounds interesting because I always wanted to get into Sonic games, I just never did. And now here we are. And I never will. But at least, you know, we'll get to listen to some, hopefully, good music. With that said, go support your original creators that are playing part in this, and let us hop right in. I will have a link in the description down below as well, so you guys can check out the original video before you watch my reaction to it. And with that said, let's get ready to rock and roll. Sonic. Oh, okay. Slow down. Let's see what I can even recognize the characters. I said I've been on the internet long enough that I recognize that I should recognize the characters. Sonic, obviously, Cam Steady. Breaking Boy is in there. I didn't even realize it. That's pretty cool. Tails. Nerdout. I definitely have heard the name before as Knuckles. Uganda. That meme is dead, isn't it? Damn it. And TC definitely have listened to a few of Chi-Chi's songs in the past, or features rather. Connor Quest. Is it Connor Quest? I thought it was Connor Quest with an O, like Connor. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. All right, maybe I'm just tripping. Wait. Who was that? Who was that though? Who was Connor Quest featuring though? Sheesh. That's not Shadow. That's not Metal Sonic, right? Right? Someone say right. Someone please tell me I'm right. I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I think I've seen that character before as well. It's like someone. Kamikat. Frivolous Shara. I think I've seen her as well. Man, there's a lot of people. There's a lot. I don't even know who the flip that is. Is that like from the? There was a Sonic game that came out like 5 years ago. Is that from that? I don't know. Jeez. And the Stupendium is in there as well. And then that's definitely, that has to be Shadow, right? This one right here has to be Shadow. Is this the first time that I've seen Stupendium in a cipher? Could be interesting. Okay, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't recognize half the I recognized half the characters by face, but not by name, so hey, this should be a fun one. Okay. Okay. I like the flow. I like the flow. It works very nice considering that he's supposed to be Sonic. Because Sonic has this attitude to it, and he really has that attitude as well, so it's a nice blend. We're in Green Hill Zone. Okay. Second episode, I'm assuming.
came in on the second like my debut. They gon' try to play me, might as well have been a player too. Chasing big blue, now I'm moving like a player too. Ever since 06, I swear the kid has been unplayable. That mechanic never fails.
This is the calmest I think I've ever, right, heard Brita Boy rap about anything. Because usually he always has like this super hyper aggressive attitude and energy, and this one he just seems rather chill. It's different, man. It hasn't been that long. Has it been that long that now he's no longer aggressive? Is the character development already happening and I missed it?
Ever since 06, I swear the kid has been unplayable. I'm that mechanic that never fails. The panic used to be frail, now I'm going off the rails.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay. Knuckles son. Okay. Okay. Hey. Wow. Whoa. Someone's got the aggressiveness. Fits Knuckles. Go on. Alright. This isn't just a great rap, this is also a great characterization for what I imagine Amy to sound like and Amy to behave like. So perfection. Okay. Go! Run that back! Okay! Silver! See, it is Connor! Just saying. Just saying! Typos everywhere! I don't know anything about Sonic, but I would assume that Sonic is like the typical... he's not a shonen protagonist, obviously, but I feel like he's going to be like the typical shonen protagonist where he just completely ignores a love interest. Isn't that usually the case? So I don't know whether he actually... whether he wants that ring. But Silver, of course I know who Silver is. The coolest Sonic. Ooh. I like that. Blast from the past, my future dreams are now the present tense. Okay. I like that. Alright. As someone that literally just went through the periodic table like a week ago. Alright. Shouldn't he be named Gold? That's it. What? Oh. Oh, I like that. The Silver Surfer. Of course. I know who these characters. When I see their name on the screen, I'm like, of course I know who they are. I quite like that. The shout out to 06, Sonic 06, the infamous awful Sonic game. Yes, even I know that. Okay. What game is that? Well, you kind of just died. well, you kind of just died right there. Look, I have not played, which I'm assuming Sonic 06, but you kind of just, you know, evaporated, dissipated. No, definitely don't know who Rogue is. Face seems kind of familiar, but like besides the face, definitely don't know who that person is.
mercenary, but no mercy in my name. Judging a book by its cover, I bring a pledge, I bring a pain. On my barbacore, they
okay.
my Bruce Wayne beyond the shadow of a doubt. These emeralds I'm on a claim. When I smash bros, baby, I am more than a trophy. In the front row, when I know XOXO like tic-tac-toe. Put my foot down, that's a drop kick. Dominate tricks, out bit, know you like this.
Okay. Who the flip is this?
Dominate tricks, out bit, know you like
Nah, I ain't never seen this character before. Okay, screw that. Overture. 1823, go ahead. Okay. Everyone knows big. I always okay. It says Sonic the Hedgehog Cypher. It says Sonic the Hedgehog Cypher, right? But I always thought Big the Cat wasn't. Is he a Sonic character? I thought he was. I'm tripping. Hey, you know what? Right? Sega does what Nintendo don't. I don't remember. I thought for sure that was not a Sonic character. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big motherfucker. What you doing in my ruins while I fish for my supper? My best froggy buddy got a jump about some blubber shit. Split you drip bitch. Bend over. Did I start to stick my rod in you? He's talking about fishing. He's definitely talking about fishing. Definitely. Yeah. I thought is he not a cat? Damn it! I thought like. Never mind. Alright, I like that. I like that. The whole fishy angling, fishing, you know, baiting. Actually works baiting. Ooh. Works quite nice when you think about it. Jeez! Jeez! Okay. Without context, I ain't got no clue. Shadow. Has to be. Has to be. Yo, why has he got guns? I just realized that. Yo, Sonic games. I need to play them. Actually, I don't. This looks more like a movie. Okay, okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. It's simple, but I like it. Yeah, chill, bro. You need to chill a little, right? I get it. Sonic, fast, edgy. Okay, I get it, bro. But I mean, hey. Ooh, you've got okay. Bring it back to the beginning. Okay. Oh, that's a good line. Oh, that's a good line. Backbone. Spin, bruh. Spin dash. Did he just spin dash? That's cool. Alright, fair enough, right? Because they're talking about Smash Bros. There's literally a break in the Super Smash Bros. Tournament right now that I'm watching, which is the reason why I'm like, okay, I'm recording now because of like a 3-hour break. So it's like the perfect timing. You know, it's like this reference, the spin dash as well. I'm here for it. Okay, bro. Really? Could you ever imagine Sonic rapping slow? Smash bro, take the machine best foes, opposition pass those, ever switching the fast, these continuous apparition. Okay, that's slow. Especially not supersonic. You're too slow. Oh, they're gonna do a villain one, aren't they? Based on this alone, they're gonna do a villain one, aren't they? That's what's going on. That's what the cliffhanger here at the end was. Ooh, I quite like that. I quite like that. You know what? I didn't recognize all the bars. I didn't recognize all the people that featured in it, all the characters that featured in it, but I very much enjoyed what I did hear. Even if I didn't catch all the references, all the bars, the good stuff basically. The things that, the context, as I always like to describe it as, the context. I didn't quite get the context of everything, but I liked the meat. I liked the sausage. We're talking about food here, right? We're talking about food here. I liked the meat. I liked the potatoes. I liked the gravy. I didn't know how they were made. I didn't know, you know, the fine details, whether there's salt or pepper on it, you know, a sprinkle of spices. I didn't quite get that because I'm not that well versed with Sonic as a series. I do like. I think just based off like, you know, being on the internet, I think the character that I know the most about is actually Shadow, and that really comes from Death Battle, Shadow versus Vegeta. That's really where it comes from. So I'm not obviously the person that is gonna be able to break it down, but I did enjoy what I hear, so that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Shout out to all the artists that featured on here, from the ones that I've heard before multiple times, you know, because I'm more familiar with their style. Cam Steady, we've obviously heard plenty of his songs before. He's actually, funny enough, I feel like every time I listen to him, he sounds different. It's kind of odd. Like, back when he was still called Video Game Rap Battles, you know, when we reacted to him back then, I thought he had a very slow, very deliberate style of rapping. And now, like in the past 6 videos or so that I've watched of his, it seems to be so much different, which is it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm just saying, because, you know, I'm obviously familiar with some of his older stuff and also some of his newer stuff, so I actually quite like the as I called it before, the character development. Now the next person that I'm familiar with here is Breton Boy. As I said during the reaction as well, I feel like usually he's a lot, everything that I've heard from him, he's been very, very aggressive. This one he hasn't been. Like, he sounds aggressive, but he naturally sounds like he's, maybe aggressive isn't the right word, energetic. Let's call it energetic, all right? I don't think you're ever gonna hear him, like, you know, put on like a slow beat and be like, yo, today I woke up, I had an awful dream, I know that it sucks, but here I am. Now life is so rough, the journey goes and life is so tough. Can you hear my dream, my story that I'm spreading? I'm here to live the life, and that is the life I'm getting, because this is the word I'm saying, the words that are coming in my brain, because I'm spraying like M40 AK, because I'm like, you're never going to hear something slow. Like, that actually was kind of good, wasn't it? Like, I'm not a rapper, right? But like you're never going to hear that from him. When you listen to Breton Boy, you kind of always know what you're going to get in terms of style, and that is, you're gonna get energy. Like, he's gonna be on that track, he's gonna, you know, be in that booth. Well, I don't know, I doubt he's recording in a booth, but he's gonna be, you know, in front of the microphone with, like, you know, probably with a snapback on, like, yo, check it, I'm here to explain, I'm here to right now. Like, you always know he brings that energy, which is kind of my style, actually, because I'm full of energy, so I think I would probably bring a lot of energy if I were to rap, but I don't. So like, you kind of know what you're getting with Breton Boy a lot of the time. I did like how he still has his style. You can always definitively hear his style. the way he likes to rap. You can always hear that out. But I did like that this one was a lot more smooth, a lot more calm. It wasn't, you know, laid back by any stretch of the imagination, but it was still a lot calmer than what I've heard from him in the past. And granted, I've not really watched his videos, his songs as well that much lately, just because, again, I don't tend to really react to things that I'm not familiar with, in terms of, like, you know, in this case, I thought it would be a fun thing to watch, even though I'm not familiar with Sonic at all. So he's done a lot of, like, raps and videos and music for things that I am just not familiar with. So I feel like I can't give artists the credit. I'll get into that. I'll talk about that in like 2 minutes again. But I feel like I almost can't give him the credit a lot of the time with, you know, when I'm watching his videos, just because I don't understand what he's talking about. I don't understand the references that he's making, because the things that he's talking about I'm just not familiar with. Which is kind of why I've not really been reacting to him that much lately. But hey, that's just the way it is. Speaking of someone who I react to, and I'm familiar with, that I don't often understand what is going on, the Stupendium. I think it's actually the first time I've ever heard him on a Cypher. Could be, I might be wrong here. My memory is sort of hazy, but it's not that. My memory is actually pretty good, but like, it's very bad in some aspects and very, very good in others. I mean, it works like a typical memory, I guess. That you don't remember the things that you want to, or you don't remember the things that you think are important, but you know, you remember the most mundane things ever, like Fire Emblem, FE. I was like, oh, Iron Man, FE man, female, haha, because iron is FE on the periodic table, haha. Like random things like that like 15 years ago I looked at it, I was like, oh, haha, that's cool, and I still remember that somehow. But like, you know, important, like dates, birth dates important, you know, I don't remember. So it's strange how my brain works. Stupendium, I kind of alluded to that with Breton Boy. Breton Boy does a lot of anime. Stupendium does a lot of gaming. Gaming, I feel like I don't need to know too much, but just kind of when I'm doing the Sonic one, I guess. I feel like I don't need to know too much. A lot of the time, context is given in the videos, and it's not like specific. It sounds kind of odd, because gaming can have like very creative worlds and whatnot, but I don't think it's almost as, you know, specific. You don't need to know the specific details for things to make sense. Which is why watching the Stupendium and his songs has been a very enjoyable journey. As I said though, I think it's the first time I've ever heard him on a Cypher. It feels strange. It legitimately feels strange. Like, the Stupendium is kind of, how would I best describe him? When I watch his videos, right? Actually, no. Before I watch his videos, right? So every time before I click on one of his videos, I always think, okay, this is gonna be innocent. If for a lack of better term, this is gonna be innocent. Like, the one that always comes to mind, honestly, is like his Animal Crossing. I think he's done like 3 parts for Animal Crossing New Horizon, and like the one that, like, I always think, oh, it's gonna be like just a cute little, you know, song about these little animals from Animal Crossing, and it's like, once you get to a deeper level, and once you actually click on the video and actually listen to what you say, it's like, no, that's actually not quite the case. And it's actually the same thing with the cat. What was the name? Big? I think the cat's name was Big. Where like everything was a fishing line, hook, line, and sinker. No, a fishing reel, bait. Actually, yeah, everything was a bait. Basically, everything was a bait. What's the right phrasing? Double entendre, I think. I play on words, for lack of a better term, which I quite like, because he went with that theme and he went and stretched out as far as possible and reeled us all in on that hook. Here's a riddle for you. First you eat me, then you get eaten. What am I? But yeah, with that said, okay, I'll tell you, it's a fishing hook. With that said, I quite like it. I know he hasn't really featured in many ciphers. He's kind of been doing his own thing, but I actually quite like hearing him in ciphers, because I feel like he's got the quirkiness that you need in a cipher, because there's in ciphers you always have the people that come very serious, that come very aggressive, and you need those people, but you also need the quirkiness, and then you also need like the more singing types. I feel like a good cipher is very well presented like this one, where you have like a lot of different styles, and people, they don't all like have to follow the same style in that sense. I feel everyone should shine however they want to shine the best, because variety, you know, propels us all forward, for lack of a better term. But yeah, those are the people that I'm very familiar with. Then you've got other people that, you know, I've heard in the past before, but I'm not too familiar with them, such as Conquest, you know, Chi-Chi. I've heard these people before, but not to the same degree as like the other people where I'm actually like familiar with their style specifically. But yeah, with that said, I'm hoping there's going to be like a villain one as well. That would be pretty swell, pretty fun. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go support your original creators, all of them. I know there's a ton of them, but support all of them. And you know what? I'll have the video for this one in the description down below. Subscribe to Cam Study as well. Give the video a thumbs up. And with that said, peace out everyone. Have a nice day. And as always,